So you are all welcome once again, everyone. I appreciate everybody's time. We are going to start time now. So on the 8th, I think it was on the 8th, we started on the 8th. This year, we decided last year to start AI challenge. And the AI challenge is a 7-day challenge. And the goal of the 7-day challenge was to uh, do some fun stuff and then also, most importantly, look at how we will secure AI, the AI, all the different types of AI systems that we have, and the different types of AI tools that are out there. As security professionals, how are we going to secure AI? And then also, how are we going to use AI to work smarter in the cybersecurity space and beyond? And the beyond is where the fun part comes in. Right? So in cybersecurity, yes, we use AI to do a lot of stuff, but then beyond cybersecurity, everyday life, a lot of things that we can do with AI agents, different AI automations that we can set in place. So we embarked on this journey. The very first cohort we started in January. It was, I think, the 8th of January to 14th, 15th, thereabout, right? So, and every day was fun, right? Every day. And I think most people who got into this, they didn't really anticipate the workload. And it's not a workload that is going to be beyond you, but because we are doing it every day for 7 days, it was going to take you a little bit. Once we are done, we give you at least they had about 2 weeks to, do the mini projects that were given during the days. So the 7 days, you are going to learn a lot, and they can attest to that. There are a lot of, not everybody will be able to present what they did, but for the ones who were able to complete all their projects, they've been shortlisted for them to at least go through, give us a demo of what they created. Right. So before we jump in there, I think last 2 weeks during Cyber Chat, we were privileged to have them give us a phone line to their AI agent. And we were talking to, people volunteered and they were, speaking to these agents, and the AI agents were helping them with different stuff, right? Or answering different questions within a specific domain, right? So today, we are going behind the scenes and we will see how these AI agents were created, right? And that, in addition to uh, the different techniques and strategies that they were able to learn in terms of how to protect AI, the different types of AI softwares that we use, and also how we are able to integrate AI into what we do in our everyday life, in our professional life, and also in our life as cybersecurity professionals or GRC professionals. So if Lama is going to present first, so I'll let Lama put out, Lama, if you have the number for your AI agent, and you explain to us what your agent does, and we will have somebody call your agent. So interact with the agent. And then after that, you are going to take us behind the scenes and show us how this was created, the idea behind it, and the different tools that you put together to do this agent. Right. So Lama, you can call out the AI agent number, and somebody can volunteer to call the number to be a normal US number. So you can call, and then there will be somebody on the other side that is Lama's agent, right? That is going to be talking to you, and Lama is going to give you what the agent will be able to do. So we ask the agent questions about it. So Lama, I'm going to give you the floor. So you can go ahead and briefly explain what your agent is going to do, and you put the number out there.
Okay, give me 1 second, please. Can I share my screen, please?
Yes, kindly give me a second. Yes, you can go ahead and share your screen.
Okay, thank you. So I did do a brief presentation. I won't be going over each and every word there. The idea is just to give everybody an overview before we deep dive into calling the agent.
Okay, so what I wanted us to do is for us to see the end product before you go through your
Okay.
slides. Yes.
Okay. So then in this case, I will share the number.
Okay, so the number is 201-897-3903. And what does your agent do, or like what is really this agent for?
Right. So this agent is basically a voice assistant that depends on AI. It has its own model. And in this case, can I share VAPI, my screen to VAPI, Dr. Du?
Wait, so just is this agent like a cyber? If you can just give us, so for example, I
Okay.
can give you a number to an agent that is Eretmis receptionist, right? So anytime you call, you can ask questions about Eretmis, or is this an agent that can answer, questions on, if you can give us a domain, that way whoever is going to be
Sure.
asking the questions can limit it within that domain,
Sure.
right?
So this AI agent answers questions on the impact of AI on cybersecurity, and GRC. It basically addresses topics around
Within
that.
that
So
space. Okay. So
yes.
the kind of like your learning companion, AI and GRC learning companion, pretty much.
Yes.
Okay.
And what I did with this agent as an add-on or an extra is, if you have a conversation with the agent and you want a summary of that conversation, it can send you an email. If you also need that, it also sends that email with a PDF attachment in case you wanted to download it, reuse it, etc.
Okay, okay, cool. So anybody wants to do us the honors and call the number, and then you call it and put it on speaker. So you ask it questions, and then after that, you can ask it to send you an email with all the responses that it gave. And then probably it's going to ask for your email. Then we will see if it actually did send you that email. So anybody want to volunteer for this? Did I see a hand? Or I'm just going to. Okay, Shongo, please go ahead. Thank you. So if you need help, I can call the number out, or if you've already dialed the number, then you can put it on speaker. You are muted, Shongo. I think you're not muted. Yeah, so the number is 0, and everybody can try this, even if you don't put it on speaker, you can try this. So it's 201-897-3903. Okay, so Shongo's hand is up and he's muted. I'm not really sure if he's having some technical issues there. Okay, 1 second. Shongo said 1 second. So these AI agents, you are going to see them in real. We all have encountered them in real life. You call companies, the voice answering systems on the other side, and sometimes they even walk you through. I remember a while ago I was canceling my internet service, and the voice agent walked me through the whole entire process, disconnected. Okay, I'll go through your accounts and do all that are things that you can set up for a company. We all know a company or two that you can set this up for a fee, and you're also going to have a recurring fee of maintaining it the whole entire time they are using it, right? So uh, whatever everybody paid for the 7-day challenge, I think even if you don't have that entrepreneurial spirit, you can literally get times 10 of that by following how to do some of these agents and the different techniques and strategies. Aside you using it for yourself, you can also do it for other companies, friends, and family, even for your church, right?
Whisperer. I help explain AI risks, cybersecurity impacts, and governance considerations in a clear and responsible way. How can I help today?
Shongo, you are coming in broken.
Cybersecurity is the set of practices and controls that protect.
Okay, so I think we are going to have Nadera. Please go ahead. Shongo's network is not that great. So Shongo, thank you. But Nadera, you can kindly go ahead and call.
I'm calling them now. I'm just waiting for the number to dial.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
The wireless customer you called is not available.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, it keeps telling me it'll go through and then it won't. So let me try again.
Okay. Or if anybody else is trying to call, you can kindly drop it. That way, Nadera will be able to go through.
Your AI cyber and GRC whisperer, I help explain AI risks, cybersecurity impacts, and governance considerations in a clear and responsible way. How can I help today?
So you can ask it any question, right? Cybersecurity, AI question. Maybe you can ask it how is GRC related to AI?
How is GRC related to AI?
Mhm.
How is GRC related to AI?
Great question. At a high level, GRC, governance, risk, and compliance, sets the rules, oversight, and accountability for how AI is designed, used, and monitored so its risks stay within acceptable bounds. Without GRC, AI decisions can create unmanaged legal, security, and ethical exposure. Would you like me to break this down into governance, risk, and compliance examples for AI?
Yes.
All right, let's break it down clearly. Governance. This is about ownership and decision making. For AI, governance defines who approves AI use cases, who is accountable for outcomes, what ethical boundaries apply, and when humans must stay in the loop. Risk. This is about identifying and managing downside. With AI, common risks include data leakage, biased or incorrect outputs, model misuse, regulatory exposure, and over-reliance on automation. Compliance. This is about meeting external and internal obligations. AI must comply with privacy laws, sector regulations, security standards, and emerging AI-specific rules, and GRC helps prove that compliance to auditors and regulators. So at a high level, GRC is what turns AI from an experimental tool into something an organization can use responsibly at scale.
Okay, so I think you can ask it to email it to you, and I'll mute you whilst you are calling out your email.
I can. I'll use your email only to send this summary and attachment. Please don't share passwords or highly sensitive secrets with me. What email address should I send it to?
Nay.
Okay, so I muted Dara. That way we don't have to edit
Just to
that
confirm,
part.
I have mayonnaise.soccer@gmail.com. That's M as in Mike, A.
All right, so we've all seen how this plays out, and Nadira is going to confirm if she received the email. So now we've seen the end product. Lama is going to walk us through how she built this, right? And all of this was from the 7-day AI challenge. So you can kindly, whilst Nadira is coordinating with Lama, what is the name of your AI assistant?
Her name is Julie.
Julie. Okay, so
AI whisperer.
AI whisperer. So whilst Nadira is, coordinating with Julie to send the email, Lama, you can go ahead and share your screen and briefly walk us through how you really develop this.
Okay, so let me share. Okay, so I'll start with VAPI. Okay, so basically, it's really simple. Once you sign up for VAPI, you have the assistance page. You have a dummy assistant here, and you can create your assistant through either
Lama,
a template.
kindly hold on, not to cut you short. But if you start us off from the N8N dashboard, I think that will make it a bit more easier for everybody to understand where VAPI comes in, right? So if you can start from there and then walk us through how, when we call at the end of it, the product that we see, this is the processes that the AI goes through to be able to answer your questions. And this is how you set it up. And then we can tackle the different portions of the whole agent that you created.
Actually,
Hopefully,
Dr. Adu,
yes.
the process here starts with VAPI because N8N will only come into play if there is an email sending mechanism involved. But if you simply have a conversation with the assistant, then that
Just the
wouldn't be
picture of
needed.
it. Right. So
Okay,
yes, the logical view, yes. And then you can go back to VAPI. So you can show us this is the whole setup, and then we can go back to VAPI.
sure. Okay,
Yes.
so just as Nadira did, she called the assistant, they had a conversation, then she asked for an email summary. So as she asks for that email summary, and after she provides the correct email address, this process or automation would start here on N8N. So we start with the webhook that has a URL here. This is what I use to connect and to VAPI. We're fetching fields like the email address, the subject, the body, and other fields that I deem necessary. If all the information is correct, for example, we have the email address instead of an empty field, then we would move on to preparing the email summary and report content. Now that would move on to creating a file for Google Drive. This would be in HTML format. Then we move on to uploading that content to the Google Drive. So on Google Drive, we will have, I would have, for each call that required an email, I would have an HTML file there. I move on to make an API request to the Google Drive because I want to download that content as a doc format and not HTML, which I do in the next step. In addition to that, I do want to convert the Google Doc into a PDF format. And finally, I send an email. So it would be sent from julie.aiwhisperer@gmail.com to the email we got from this node, fetch fields. Now let's go over to the execution to see if we have any emails that were sent based on the call. So according to the workflow, we can see that everything passed. We go on to fetch fields. You can see Nadira's email, the subject, the body, etc. Download file and send email here. Now, Nadira, did you receive the email? You can unmute yourself, please.
Yes, she did, and she posted it in the Google in the chat. Right.
Okay.
So everybody can look at the summary of the conversation that we had with Julie, the AI agent Llama created.
Okay. So that's basically it.
So I have a question, playing the devil's advocate here. This looks very complex and very confusing. What is N8N? What is VAPI? What is all these, logical diagrams that I'm seeing? How difficult is this?
Well, because I was in a 7-day challenge, it was difficult to jump onto automation, aka this is what N8N's platform does. It allows you to automate a workflow. Why did I use it? Because, okay, I want to send a user an email. I can't do it through the voice assistant alone on VAPI. I need to create a tool here called send email, pass certain parameters like the email address, the subject, the body, pass it onto an automation platform, which is N8N. There are multiple other ones like make.com, but I chose N8N.
Okay. Anybody has, if you have a question for Lama, you can kindly bring it up. And Lama, you can, before the questions come, you can walk us through VAPI, what it is, and just briefly let us know how you created your assistant, and just briefly walk through, and then, we can take questions.
Okay, sure. So at VAPI, the voice assistant, I started by creating mine here from scratch. And then I chose the model. There are several ones, OpenAI, Grok, etc. I first chose another one, I think GPT 4.1. These models are ones you'd see on ChatGPT, but I found that it had outdated information, so I switched to the latest. I have my first message here, so when you first call Julie, she says, "Hello, I'm Julie," etc., etc. I defined the system prompt, which has the role, the task, guardrails, or what you call constraints, what kind of personality. For example, she should sound friendly, professional, and when to end, things like when to end a call. If a user indicates something like bye-bye or thanks, goodbye, or that's all. A lot of details here. Also, for the custom tool that I built, which is the send email tool, I put the different rules for it. And going on to the tools, I had to create a tool from here. And you see this URL. This is what I was showing you on N8N. The webhook. This is what connects both together when I want to send an email out. And then finally, I have call logs. These are basically for auditing. If something went wrong during testing, I would go in and see the whole conversation that went through. For some reason, I'm not seeing all of it here. But things like that, who's responding? Is it the system or the bot, etc.? That helped me a lot in troubleshooting.
Thank you, Lama. George, I'll let you ask your question, and then we go to Ransford, and we will see if if Lama has any other product she wants to walk us through. Yes, go ahead, George.
Good evening, Doc, and good evening, everyone on here. I have only one question, and the question is, Lama, how does the AI maintain auditability, traceability of its guidance over time, especially when regulations and frameworks or even interpretations change?
So if I understood your question correctly, mentioning auditability, I would say there are call logs, there are session logs here. That's for VAPI. When you go to N8N, you have an execution history and you have a workflow history as well. Now, this history might not be, or the executions might not remain for more than 7 days, but I know if I update it or I do a subscription, it should be working fine in that regard.
Okay, Lama, thank you.
You're welcome.
Ransford, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for everything. Lama, great job you did there. My question is this. I'm just curious, what kind of database, how did you train Julie to be able to provide the answers to the questions that are asked? And is it through open source or you were able to train her towards providing answers to likely questions that will be asked? And then, do you have a system that will probably get feedback? Probably maybe she to kind of go through, learn from the questions that were asked to probably grow her knowledge base as well, in case you do not capture likely questions that were asked.
Okay, so you're talking about training and feedback. So first for training, what I did was basically work on the system prompt. This is not the only version here. I worked on refining it multiple times when I saw that Julie was inconsistent. I think a big difference that I noticed was that when I chose GPT 4.1 mini cluster, it was more accurate, but GPT 5.2, which is newer, for some reason, it's not as good as the earlier one, but I'm using because it has more recent data. So I had to put more rules here. So that's in terms of training. Now, if you do want it to be more consistent, for example, I did experiment with having playbooks. So, for example, if I want to ask Julie, hey, what are the incident response steps that we should take? I did create a tool for knowledge base for that. So every time there's an answer like that, she would follow a certain structure. Unfortunately, I couldn't submit that because there was an error with the Gemini tool used here for the knowledge base. And it was only fixed after the submission date. So that's for training. I kept on, trial and error and fixing the prompt. As for feedback, I remember one of the times I was working on this and I was encountering an error, and it had to do with that knowledge base issue. I did add a rule here in the prompt to say, if you cannot fetch the answer and there's an error, please tell me and provide me with the error. And that's what Julie did. She told me. Now, she shouldn't say to any user, but I'm the one who's testing it right now. So that's how I got feedback. And again, these call logs are very useful. I would go through the logs to see what error was issued, or if it did not connect to N8N, why was that happening? I hope that answers your question.
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Shongo, please go ahead.
Hey, I do apologize, Dr. Du. I was driving and I hit a dead spot and I lost my laptop and computer connections. I do apologize that, Lama. My question to you is, was one of the most challenging part of your 7-day challenge, was it the configuration of your system prompt, or was it other challenges besides that one?
I would say troubleshooting was the most challenging. If I didn't have a 7-day challenge, I would start with a tutorial, maybe on YouTube, and watch several episodes and start from scratch, basically. But with a 7-day challenge, I had to just jump right into it, maybe use a template here or there. I didn't use any template for this one, for this use case, but yeah, then trying to figure, when you use a template, you want to change some things and then it breaks. Or you can even start from scratch and for some reason there's an error that shouldn't be there. So it was challenging trying to figure out how to fix things.
Okay, thank you.
Chucks, please go ahead. Oh, you are muted if you're trying to speak. All right. So whilst Chuck is trying to unmute himself, Lama, if you have other ones that you want to take us through, or if this is, I mean, this is the only one that you want to present is fine. We have all your other projects as well. So if is going to be the last one, then you just give your take on, I mean, starting from the beginning of the challenge to creating this. I mean, and there is really no limit to what you can do with this. Uh, we also did one of the projects was to come up with an AI agent that will search through the net, search for, we did one for job placement that will search for jobs online. It will tailor your resume to those and it will apply automatically by itself and then it will send you an email saying, hey, I applied to these jobs for today. I applied to these, right? And all those are things that you can do with this, right? So pretty cool stuff. Lama, was there anything else that you wanted to show us, or we will hold on
Yeah,
to this for them?
I do have, well, I do have the one you just mentioned, the day 4 challenge.
Okay, so let's just
And I
do the day
have,
4, and then we give other folks the chance to. If there is time, then we will cycle back again, right? But let's do the day 4 challenge.
oh,
Oh, Doc, sorry about that. Can I still ask my question?
Yes, go ahead, Chucks.
Okay. Great job, Lama. I think this is really awesome work that you've done. My question to you is, did you try, like maybe creating a prompt that could potentially be like an auditor that could go through all your coding and your prompts and kind of see, where the gaps are, and then or any kind of blind spots that you might have around your stuff? Like, did you do something like that, or is that something that you
so,
probably haven't thought about?
so, I did use different AI tools to help me figure out the issue. But I will say that VAPI just came up with this component here. I think it's an AI called Composer. And this helps you debug. You can literally just write where you're stuck. It will go through it and even fix it for you. Unfortunately, they didn't roll this out while I was working on the AI assistant.
Thank you.
All right, Lama. So kindly walk us through day 4 challenge, and we will hold on and go to other products from your colleagues. So you
Okay.
can explain what day 4 challenge was about and how you like your setup and everything, and then we will take it from there. So kindly go ahead.
All right. So day 4's challenge was about creating an AI agent that would search the web for cybersecurity jobs and email them to you. And you can set the different criteria you want for that job search. So let me back up. So I created this workflow that would trigger every Monday at 9 a.m. Might be better to actually zoom in for everyone. Then I would use Appify as a job scraper. Now, in Appify's platform, I specified certain parameters like what kind of jobs, what titles, location, etc. But I don't only rely on Appify for those results. I also have other nodes here. Each one of these is called a node, by the way. I have other nodes that also do more filtering, just so I could have more accurate results. So I have a note here to prepare the job for the AI agent. So whatever I have, it's converted into one block that a job filtering AI agent will work on. I do want certain locations. I want them to be remote jobs, or New Jersey jobs or New York, Manhattan jobs. So very specific there. I have a limiter here for a maximum of 40 jobs. This is just for cost purposes, but for now I deactivated it. Now going into the AI agent, you have to write a prompt here. So just like you would do with Chat GPT or any other AI with a good prompt, you specify the role. You're a highly accurate AI job search agent acting on my behalf. Oh, one other important thing is I didn't want to rely on job boards because some of them might be just posted by fake recruiters or so. So I wanted the jobs to come from actual company websites. So that is something I specified here in my strict rules. I'll just quickly go over this and not each and everything just for the sake of time. So I'm looking for cybersecurity GRC analyst, IT compliance manager, etc. If the salary's there, great. If not, please still include it, so on and so forth. So just to show you an example of an output here, for one of the jobs, I have the job ID, the title, URL, location, all of this into my chat input parameter. That just puts them all in a little cluster or groups them. Now, another smart thing that the AI does is that if a job is irrelevant, it will tell you this is false here, as in I shouldn't include it in my list of jobs, and will give you a reason. For example, role focuses on general legal and life science compliance without a clear cybersecurity information security technology risk focus. I think someone asked about auditability and so on. So this is very helpful for me to know if the AI worked correctly or not. If the job is supposed to be included, as in it's relevant, then we move on to the next of the workflow, and we append that to, well, I have it empty now. I cleared it for testing, but basically this sheet will have all the jobs, the job ID, title, company, URL, location, etc. Build an email digest, so we just prep the data to be sent through an email to my personal email address. Now, one thing I want to mention is to make sure that I'm not sending the same list of jobs to myself every time I run this workflow. I do have special native nodes to and to remove duplicates, both within this run, like if I run it today, and also across all email runs that I've received in the past. So Dr. Adu, should I run this?
Yes, you can just do a demo run for us to see.
Okay. So everyone, as you have seen, I had already gathered data, as in I've run a subset of it through Apify. And just so I don't run it again and run into costs, I have pinned my results. And the AI agent already did its magic and pinned until here. So I'll run my workflow from whether the jobs should be included or not. And because I have sent it to myself before. It's not going to send it again. So let me do this. So it's appending the jobs to the sheet. As you can see here, the 10 jobs that passed through. And I go to my email, refresh it. Now I have an email from Julie Jobs, new cyber GRC roles, 10 of them. So that's how it works.
Thank you, Lama. Any questions on this one? Excellent, excellent job. And thank you, Lama. So if Fifi or Louise, if anyone is ready to also present this, we will give them the floor. But excellent job, Lama. Now I'm going to share the report that was sent via the conversation. I'm just going to share the screen for us to also see how that came up. And this is what Nadira posted. So kindly hold one. So there you have it. The conversation Nadira had with the AI agent, and Nadira asked the AI agent to send it to her. This is it, right? So you can use that as a learning companion. You can ask all your questions, it will answer, and then once you're done, it will send you a summary of it, right? So pretty cool. Great job. Now, who is ready to go? So, Fifi, do you have yours? I think Fifi put his number, somebody put their agent's number in there. So I think it was Fifi or Augustine, yes. So Augustine's is 434-448-1669. That is the phone number for the agent. And this is cybersecurity and GRC agent, kind of a learning companion as well. So Augustine, if you can also kind of explain what your agent does, and then we have somebody call and put on speaker and have a short interaction with it. And then if you are ready, you can also show us and demonstrate how you created yours as well.
Yeah, Dr. Edu, thank you very, very much. I think Lama has set a very high jump for us. Congratulations, Lama. That was an awesome presentation and a detailed analysis of what you did. Unfortunately, I am coming after you, and I don't know how much I'm going to catch up with the standard you have set. But it is what it is. So I created the voice agent by name John. John is a customer service agent for my company. My company is OK Enterprises. And basically, we deal with, it discusses AI in cybersecurity and GRE. Every kind of question that one needs to find out information about in the area of AI as it relates to cybersecurity and GRC. Basically, that is that. And the phone number I left on the chat is 434-448-1669.
Yeah, so if somebody want to volunteer and call this number for us, and then just ask at least one or two questions, and then we'll have Augustine walk us through how he created his also as well. So any volunteers for this one?
Hi,
Anyone want to?
Augustine. I can call. What do you
Okay.
recommend I ask?
Okay. So just yeah.
Mhm.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, basically, any questions around AI, what advice you can give to somebody who is new in cybersecurity? You know, what is the relevance of AI in cybersecurity and GRC? What should be the security concerns once? So those basic fundamental questions about AI and cybersecurity will be more than welcome. Thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
And Lama, to add to that, also we are going to test something, right? You will ask something that is out of that domain, and you will see the response of the AI.
Correct. Correct.
So kindly go ahead.
Okay. I am calling. I'll hang up and I'll call again. Hey, John, can you tell me what the top AI cybersecurity risks of last year were?
Uh,
Are
it's
we?
coming in a bit broken. I'm not sure if it's just me.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's coming in broken.
okay, or you know what? Let me give it a shot.
I wanted to try. It's okay.
Okay, go ahead. Ransford, go ahead then.
Okay.
Uh,
For me, I could hear it fine. Then it might be just my internet.
yeah, I think so. Thank you, Lama.
Sorry for that.
Yeah, Ransford, give it a shot. Let's see.
Hi, John. How you doing today?
Hey there. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How about you? What can I help you with today?
Yes, I was wanting to find out what the future is for AI going forward in 2026 when it comes to risk assessment.
Great question. Thanks for bringing that up. So, looking ahead to 2026, AI risk assessment is expected to become more structured, more regulated, and more integrated into enterprise risk management. So let me break that down a bit. 1. Standardization. Frameworks like the NIST AI Risk Management Framework, AIRMF, will likely become more widely adopted. That means organizations will follow clearer steps to identify, measure, and manage AI risks. 2. Regulatory pressure. Governments and regulators are moving toward requiring formal AI risk assessments, especially for high-impact systems. So compliance will be a bigger driver. 3. Integrated risk models. AI risks won't be assessed in isolation. They'll be folded into broader cybersecurity, privacy, and operational risk programs, kind of like how we treat third-party risk today.
Okay.
4.
Okay. Good job. Good job. Yeah. Yeah. That's good for me. Also, can you suggest good tools that will be used, AI tools that can be used to make compliance work better?
Sure thing. Here are a few AI tools that can enhance compliance efforts. 1. Natural language processing, NLP, tools. These can automate the review of legal documents and policies, ensuring they align with compliance requirements. 2. Machine learning algorithms. They can analyze data patterns to identify potential compliance risks and flag anomalies.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, John. I'll call you again some other time. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help today. Thank you for contacting Oak Enterprise Support. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to call us back. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So, Augustine, if you can show us how you got John to live in your company and be your customer service guy. So, if you can walk us through.
Yes. Can I share my screen?
Yes. Yes, please go ahead.
This is screen. Okay, you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, to build an AI agent requires some level of meticulousness, because I mean, you have to be very, very careful the kind of data you feed the agent, because the agent is very much dependent on the data that you provided. And most of this data are provided through the prompt set. So you have to be exactly sure what you want the agent to do, and also make sure that you provide guidelines that the agent should follow, and also with areas the agent is not supposed to delve into. And once any questions comes in that regard, the agent will be able to say, I'm sorry, this is not within the scope of my assignment or within the scope of my service. I will investigate and then get back to you, or something like that, depending on what is provided to the agent. And then, so when I was working on this, it was so fascinating, though it was really challenging, because like I said, if you do garbage in, you get garbage out. So you have to be very, very methodical in choosing your prompts before you activate the agent. So I used this VAPI because this is a voice agent. And the first thing I did was to define and determine what the agent needs to do for my company, and which is basically to focus on answering questions that border on AI tool in cybersecurity and GRC, and everything that has to do with GRC and cybersecurity. And then when I had made determination what exactly I want the AI to do, I wasn't sure how to generate the prompt set, because this is where the engine, or rather the brain of the agent is, the prompts that the agent is going to follow. So basically what I did was to look at the template, which is already there in VAPI, with introduction and a lot of other parameters that are stipulated, and I needed to add to it. So what I did was to get into ChatGPT, and then I described everything I wanted the agent to do, and then I requested ChatGPT to help me generate the prompts based on the topics that I provided, which includes the introduction, how the agent will be able to respond when somebody calls. Should the agent speak first, or speak after the customer has said something? And then also communication rules, then certain safeguards that I wanted the agent not to delve into, certain areas I don't want the agent to delve into. And then the voice and tone, the nature of the voice that I want the agent to be, to use, to be firm, at the same time friendly. And then even when the question from the customer was not sounding proper, do not get angry with the customer. just ask the customer to reframe the question, or ask the customer, is this what you want me, what you are asking for? Because sometimes customers may not have the proper tone voice that the agent will understand. So all these instructions are tabulated so that the agent knows not just the knowledge, not just knowledge for knowledge's sake, but also the behavior that is befitting. You don't want somebody to call your agent and then the agent says, "What the heck are you talking about? I can't hear you." That's not going to speak well of your company. You want the agent to be not just deliver the message, but also behaviorally to be responsible, to be friendly, and as much as possible to be clear when he's explaining anything to the customer. And then the agent is also instructed, once this customer is talking, stop and listen before you continue, in case the customer has a different question from what you're saying. So these are all the nitty-gritty aspect of it. And then now you give all the information regarding cybersecurity, the impact of AI in cybersecurity, security of AI systems, and a whole lot of stuff that has to do with GRC and AI governance, all the details, and then how to escalate an issue. If a customer, supposedly a customer is requesting for an information, and after explaining to the customer, and the customer is still struggling with it, then let the customer know that your issue will be escalated and properly looked into. And also, if a customer is asking about legal issues, do not delve into it. Just let the customer know that this is not within the parameters of your responsibility. And then there are certain proprietary information that the customer is not supposed to give out, the agent is not supposed to give out. For instance, social security number of anybody. Do not, when you get a question like that, or a request like that, do not respond. Let the customer know that this is not within your ability to provide, and that the person can come back during the office hours and meet with any of the members of the administration. Those are some of the major safeguards that must be provided, because AI, the challenge with AI is we don't want AI to give out any information that borders on PII, personal information of anybody. Anything that has to do, can you tell me the name of your manager? No, the AI is not going to ask, it's not going to answer that. Can you tell me who is the who is responsible for your account and all that, or anything that is not within the parameters of AI, cybersecurity, GRC, and all that, the AI is not going to answer. So that is where the core, what the major work is, because you have to trim the prompts, the prompt set, to make it understandable to the agent, and then also the agent will be able to replicate what you have put in there. Like I said, junk in, junk out, or garbage in, garbage out, what they say. So you don't want to get into that, because it can pose a very serious legal issues for your company. So that was basically what I focused in doing, determining the proper prompts that I need the agent to follow, the voice configuration, and the rest of the information regarding the company. Other than that, I think Llama has exhaustively gone through VAPI I used VAPI for this voice agent. N8N is for the other assignment, which I couldn't. It was damn too challenging for me, so I'm taking time to study it. The one where I have to set up an agent that will be able to research the internet for jobs and tailor it to my resume, and then, of course, apply for it, supply the cover, and it's still a work in progress. This is the one I have right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Augustine. Thank you. And Louis and Fifi, if any of you are also ready to let us see what you got. I think Louis also had an agent that was for CRIX exams, a study buddy. So
That's correct.
yeah, study assistant. If you also want to walk us through, right? So this is something there's really no limit to, and everything that Lama, Louis, Augustine, everything that they are showing us, this is just the fun part.
Correct.
They can do way more, and when it comes to AI security for AI, that is the main thing that we did. So these are just something to show you, to let you know, aside everything else that you are going to be going through, these are some of the fun stuff that you can even polish up on this and make it. If you have any entrepreneurial skills and you want to make something out of this is something that you can look at, right? Because for if you saw just what Llama did and what Augustine they've done, this is just scratching the surface. There is really no limit to the systems you can set up and put in place, right? From start to finish, you can literally, not just automate, but set up an agent that will be making decisions, not decisions for humans, but and for what you saw, you can also have human in the loop, right? If you don't know what that is, when you get into the challenge, we are going to break that down. So human in the loop meaning it can go through the automation stuff set up for your agent can go through, and then it gets to the point where you will either decide to move it forward or to hold off or right. So that way, there's always the decision making part, the critical decision making part. You are not, left out, right? And you set this up so you can set it up any which way that you want. And if it's for something as simple as searching online, sending me emails of these jobs, or even applying to the jobs and then sending me the receipts, right? You can do that as well. And you can literally set this up and make it your personal assistant to check your emails daily. And we even had, you don't even have to. So everything that they are showing you might look a bit confusing and all that, but they didn't know how to do this before the 7 days and before we started the 7 days, right? And then also there are browsers. There's a browser that you can literally set up that will literally check your email and delete junks and stuff for you. It's just a different browser from Google Chrome, right? And if you don't know how to use that, all that we are going to show you. So there are a lot that you are going to learn within that short time. And probably for the next 2 months after the 7-day challenge, you're still going to be going through, building stuff and, expanding on what you were able to really get out of this, right? So Louis, if you're ready, you can also do a quick demonstration of your CRIX exam study body. And you can create this for CISSP, for Security Plus, right? We might just a thought now, we might probably have one for Security Plus that we are going to post on the platform so everybody can, you can have fun with it. All right, Louis, can we go ahead?
Do you want me to show first the voice assistant or the email policy?
So whichever one is ready first or is easy for you to show.
They're both ready, but I think probably the email policy analyzer, I can do it really quick.
Then,
I have a presentation for it, and then I can
then let's do
the
that.
other one.
Yes, then let's do that first then.
Okay, give me 1 sec. So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So as as you were saying, we had multiple challenges. I honestly didn't go through each one of them because it was time consuming, and so I decided to just focus on one or two. And this one, I decided to create this one out of nowhere. I was just playing with the N8 workflow platform, and I kind of came out with the idea of creating a system where you have a policy that has some kind of errors or gaps or is not aligned with the native with the actual framework, right? So I said, let me try to create something that can solve that problem, right? So if anybody wants to try it, is the email address that's on the screen right now, GRC policy review at arangoconsulting.com. You can actually send any kind of policy on PDF format, and it would, after a few minutes, it will reply to you with a report on what is wrong with the policy, what is missing, or what can be changed, right? So the way it works is 5 stages. I have 10 nodes on the N8 platform, but I have basically it's 5 stages. Email received, which is the email that I send out with the attachment. The document is extracted and is converted into a readable format for the workflow. Then that format is analyzed by the AI. Then the AI creates a report, and the report is sent into an email format to the sender. So here on the bottom we have the Gmail trigger. This is where the email is received. The first email is received. Then you get a message. Then you can switch. You see there are 3 nodes here. Is PDF, docx, which is for this section here. I have not worked on it. That's why it doesn't continue here. The second one is because I haven't worked on that part. The idea is that you can actually, instead of sending an attachment, you can actually put the policy into the body of the email, and it would exactly do the same process, right? But for now, I'm using it as an attachment. You send the policy through an attachment. The next node would extract the file, extract the components of the file, then build the analysis prompt. Then after that, the AI agent would basically compare it to what is available in the what is currently available as policy standard. And once it creates an analysis, it will send the results and format the report and convert into HTML, and finally it will send it back to you as a report on your email. So the Gmail trigger monitors inbox for incoming emails, filters the attachment, and pulls every minute. Then the get message retrieves full email content, extracts attachment metadata, passes data to routing. The Gmail trigger uses number 2 authentication, which is used by Gmail. Everything that I did was basically Gmail, Cloud, and NNA, within the NNA workflow. So then in here, the rules that I was talking about before is PDF extraction or the document Word extraction means that it's the email that you sent. If you decide to send your policy as a body on the email, then you could do that too. And then fallback is when there's any other format. I unfortunately have not worked on those two, the document or the fallback, but the PDF the option actually works. Then the extraction of the file converts the PDF to plain text, handles PDF text extraction, preserves document structure, prepares content for AI analysis. Once it has it moves to the next node, it is the JavaScript format will create is the actual prompt. You might be wondering how this all happened. I'm gonna tell you in a few minutes. I use Claude and I had absolutely no idea of what I was doing when I started. As Lama said before, I watched a couple of videos and then I got an idea of how it worked. And everything I did was ask Claude absolutely everything. Claude gave me the original workflow, and then I started working from there. So basically, on step 6, you go to Claude AI analysis, send prompt to the agent. It evaluates against NIST CSF, returns structured JSON findings, and identifies gaps and recommendations. That's basically what it's supposed to do. And then it takes the results and converts it in a format that is readable. And eventually it goes to HTML. It turns it into an HTML format and it sends the email. The word summary is email trigger automation with no manual intervention, multi-format support with fallback handling, Claude AI analysis against NIST cybersecurity framework, and the professional HTML report delivered directly to your inbox. And if anybody wants to try the GRC policy review at Arango Consulting, basically I have to go into creating that. I actually purchased that domain so I could actually use it for the project. And I purchased that from Google. And actually it's Square something because now it's part of Google. So this is the actual presentation of the workflow, but I'll show you the way the workflow works right here. Give me 1 second. So this is the final workflow, right? Gmail trigger, get message, switch to PDF document or fallback, extract from file, build analysis prompt. This is the model that actually creates the information that is going to be provided to the next node, which is the actual analysis. This is the most important part of the whole process. This is the actual analysis. This is what is going to convert it to a readable format and convert it to HTML, and then it returns your policy as a report to your email. I have here this. So basically this is what it looked originally. And basically all I did is asking Claude, what you see here is this is a screenshot. And what I did is basically I literally took the screenshot and uploaded to Claude, and Claude would incredibly analyze every node and tell you what to change or where to go. In some occasions, Claude would ask you to open the actual node and look inside, and this is basically one of the examples of the many nodes that I used. And it will basically you upload this whole screenshot into Claude, and it analyzes everything, and it will tell you what to change and what to delete or what to add. If there is something like a new code that needs to be added, it will provide the code for you. You basically all you need to do is copy and paste it into the system and run the workflow again. This is two of the examples of the original workflow. It was originally the requirements for the NIST policy analyzing were right here in what was the Excel format, and it was just not working. It was just giving me a lot of errors, and sometimes it would just send me a blank email I got blank emails hundreds of times. So eventually, analyzing every node and asking questions to Claude, what if this is not working, what would you recommend next? And then Claude would tell you, do this instead, do this instead, do this instead. And eventually everything worked. It was a lot of work, but it finally, it did pay off. Other than that, I think I'm done with this presentation. Oh, I'm gonna show you. I tried before I did the before I entered into a chat. I tried. So basically, I sent an email with a sample policy here, which I got from. Actually asked ChatGPT to provide a sample policy with intentional gaps. So basically it shows everything that is supposed to be there, but it's not. And then I send that email, and then I got my reply here, right here. And the reply basically tells you exactly it analyzes the policy, and it tells you what is missing and what should be added, etc., etc. This is the report that you should be, the final report, and this is what you should read to make sure your policy works. And you can send any type of policy, personnel or data handling, security, physical security, etc. Okay? And should be it for now.
Thank you, Luis. I think Fifi and Karen. No, I'm not sure if Karen was able to join us.
Yeah, I'm
Go ahead,
here.
Fifi. Oh, you did? Oh, okay, thank you. Fifi, please go ahead.
Doc, I'm at work, but then
Oh,
I'll
okay, so
send
you wouldn't be
you.
able to present.
I'll send you directly one document that has all the links to my my agent.
Okay.
So if somebody can volunteer and just play it, it has everything on it, and we can answer the questions, please.
Okay. So then we will hold off on that. I mean, we've gone through all everything that you've made already. So we will look at that as well. But if Karen is here, you can kindly also briefly let us know what you were able to come up with, and then we will do some closing remarks and announce winners and prizes, and then we will introduce our new challenge and have everybody the opportunity of enrolling in the new challenge. So Karen, if you have any agents that you create, I know you created. Let me check. So you actually had a video presentation even. Yes. So kindly go ahead.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Wu, and good evening, everybody. So I'm just gonna share with the quick wins for now. And then let's see here. Okay, I'm not able to share.
Yes, you are able to share.
Okay, so let me try that. The button is grayed out, so let's see here. There we go. Okay, I guess. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, so this was my presentation. I redid it for 7-day challenge. It was kind of quick win for me to put everything together in an HTML format, just kind of easy to view. I did struggle initially when I was working on the voice agent, trying to integrate Twilio, and then I lost 2 days. And then I got really frustrated, so I kind of stopped that, and then I kind of switched to happy later on to get the voice agent done, which I'll show you in a few minutes. But this is what I put together as a part of the 7-day challenge. What I did, what I work on, the problem that I encounter, the time we spend. And also, yesterday, I was just getting ready to prepare for this. I saw this here, like, well, I have a GitHub uh, portfolio, and I was able to just, within less than 5 minutes, I was able to clean this up and make this nice looking GitHub page that I didn't know I could do it. So I was kind of happy about that, how it turned out. It's just took me just less than 5 minutes to put together. So these just kind of show the things that you can do with the help of AI, and it's amazing. So this is one of those things I want to show you. And then other thing that I'm working on right now is also working on my personal website. It's kieranregmi.com. It's part of my job search that you can see. It's available. It's live. You can see, and you also, let me move this right here. And my agent is right here active and ready to go. So if anybody wants to call, they can call that number and ask any question, which I will go in a little detail later on what he does and everything. But I just want to kind of share this page with you guys. It's all done with the help of AI. It's putting all my skills there, all my certification, which you can click on it and see. That takes you, if any employer want to verify, see my certification, they can do that. So basically, this site is live right now. And also, we talked about the GitHub here. Okay. And what I built so far is also front end and back end. So this is the front end, and I also have a back end that you have to log in. You need a credential for that. Once you click here, it takes you to the login portal and all that. So when you sign in, it takes you here, which I'm working on. It's not all done yet. Here I built a couple portals. One for my son, who's 7 years old, that he can enjoy and give him something for him to practice, like math, reading, and writing. We can take a look at here one, and he can do some stuff. This is on my way. I'm going to move this back here. So how many apples there? The 5, right? And boom, there you go. So he can practice some things from here. And I'm also working on other platform like SOC Analyst Mastery. This is where I'm going to prepare myself. It's for me. It's part of preparation, asking questions, preparing answers. How do I do that? And I'm also, it's like a learning practice. Anybody can use it eventually. But this is, I'm working on to prepare myself for the job interviews. That's 2 that I'm working on. There's a few other things I'm working on that I don't want to go into right now, but I want to go back to the 7-day challenge, which is the one we are here. Okay, so here's my number that you all can see. And basically, the idea was to design something that work as my personal assistant. So I don't have to answer all the recruiter calls. Recruiters can call and ask all the questions about me, initial questions, what types of roles that I'm looking for, what's my visa status, that kind of thing. So I train all this, which we'll go into later on, and gives also a little other background here so anybody can want to call, which this information is also on my website as well. But anybody want to give this phone number a shot and then kind of test it out, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Kieran, I'll give it a shot. So 254-433-4635.
You've reached Kieran Regni's professional line. I'm his AI assistant. I'll help coordinate his interview opportunities and personal inquiry. How can I help you?
Can you walk me through the skills of Karen as it relates to GRC?
Kieran Regmi has a strong background in security with over 10 years of knowledge, including 2 years in IT. He does multiple things that align well with GRC, with the ISPC, cybersecurity framework, and Microsoft security. He's adept during investment, during compliance with crucial GRC roles. Additionally, he has demonstrated leadership and a proactive approach to security management, which skill set includes security governance thing and getting risk with ensuring compliance with various regulations. Strong candidate for GRC analyst position. If you are looking for additional details, you can facilitate further communication, schedule a call with Karen for a more. Would that work?
Yeah, if you can schedule a call for me, I'll much appreciate it.
You can schedule a call. Please provide your name, who you're with, and your first contact information. Additionally, Karen is available for calls at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., or 3 p.m. Central Time. Do any of these times work for you, or do you have a date?
Thank you. I will give Karen a call myself.
Certainly, that's perfectly fine. You can reach Karen directly. Phone number 2547303.
All right, so I think that was great. And hopefully my audio was good enough. Yeah,
Yeah, it was breaking a little bit, but yeah.
Okay. So kindly go ahead. And that was really brilliant. That is excellent. I mean, like I said, there's really no limit to what you can do with this.
Right.
I mean, and how you've turned this into, marketing yourself. I mean, what is even impressive is if you are applying for a role and you created this yourself.
Exactly. That's what
So,
that was my plan to when I build this. It's like I don't have to tell them I know AI. They already know.
of course. So, I mean, that speaks for itself. So that was
Exactly.
brilliant. That is
Yeah.
really, really brilliant.
That was me.
All right. So, any questions for Kiran on this? This is really cool. I mean, in terms of the sites, the agents, I mean, all of that is excellent. Kiran, now you have to add the agent that will be searching around, online for the jobs and sending you or applying for it itself. But all that takes a little bit
Yeah.
time because with AI is mostly setting up agents and others. There are some, you know what you're doing, but you're always going to run into issues where you have to try and figure it out and fix it, and right. And that is the beauty of it. And once you have it set, ready to go, I mean, the rest is history, right? So excellent job. If there is any other,
I have one more. I can go through it if you want.
yes, kindly go ahead.
Yeah.
Lama has a question for you, I think. Go ahead, Lama.
So not a question. I thought Karen was done. I was just going to mention that I can play the demo on behalf of Fifi if you'd like, Dr. Adu.
Okay. So once Karen is done, then you can go ahead and play that. Right. Now, Karen, so if you want us to look at briefly at the other thing that you're
Yes,
going to
I'll be brief because see, Lama already went through this, so it's kind of similar to it, but I just want to say it real quick. This one, let's see. Actually, I lost this and yesterday. I don't know what happened to my account. I think I had that trial version and everything I had put together was gone, so I had to recreate this again this afternoon to present here. Let's see. Oh, not this one. Yeah, this is a big one. So I was able to basically. So this is what this does is gonna look for a job for me and fires up at 9 o'clock every morning. Every morning, that's what I have right now. I set up for 9 o'clock, and I have some parameters that it's here, just like earlier Lama went through that. I don't think I'm going to go through that, but basically I'm just going to tell you guys what it does. Here I'm saying look for a job in Dallas market within a 50 miles radius, and here's the title to look for, and also filter out anything like, say senior, associate, and new grad. So there's some guardrails there. And I'm also using API. It's a sharp API key. So I got the API key in there. So that's it's used API, and that API pulls all the searches. And here I have 3 different nodes, one for local jobs only, and one from LinkedIn only, and one from Dice only. So I'm kind of separating that. So when I see it, I know where it's coming from. So later on, and all these jobs comes from here. I don't want to go through all this. It's like the same thing what Lama said earlier. There's a different fields. You set it up, different parameters, set it up, and you will pulse it based on the parameters that you have set up. And it goes through the different process. Different step, I should say. And from here, from different APIs, and go to normalized code. Here, what I'm doing, let's open up. And the fields that I want to see. So these are the dates, the sources, the title, the company, location, description. I want to see the URL. There's a typo there, posted, and salary, and all that stuff. So these are the things that I want to pull. Once I set that up, and it goes through, we have 3 different nodes, but I want to put it all in one place. So I get to this node here in 06, it all merged. Once I merge it, but it comes in a different format, but I didn't like the format, so I went ahead and kind of clean up the email. I just make it beautiful, basically. With this prompt here, so I tell, hey, I'm getting all this email, but I want to present in a nicer way. So I wrote all this thing, obviously with the help of AI and all that. So you wrote the script to beautify the email, what I see, and then it goes to the email and it sends the email. And there's another node that I'm firing up, and that's tracks all the jobs that's coming in a table. I have a Google Drive set up, and it goes and submit there. Every time I get a new job, it loads there, and I can go back and track it. But the other workflow I had, it has all the automation all the way to the apply. But this one I was not able to put together because, like I said, I had to redo all these things, so I was only able to get to this far. This I can show you guys how it works by running it. So here I'm going to execute the flow, and you see how it's going through, and all the green arrow check mark, that means it's passing through each node, doing its thing, and collecting all the. Now it's working at 0.4, the third node for dice. I'm going to 5, 6, 7 now. So I got the email here, and also got the file updated. So let's check an email, see what it came in. These are the ones that came this afternoon, though, so I was testing it. But let's look at the one that just arrived here. There you go. So this one. And I put a nice subject, a heading, so it's easier for me to, because I get hundreds of email, so it's easier to pay. That's the email I was looking for. So I click this email right here, and then it gives you a nice background here. And it also gives them a summary, how many jobs is found, where they came from local or Indeed, or came from Lincoln, or came from, LinkedIn or Dice. So that kind of helps you out where this jobs are coming from. It gives you title and place, and here's a link, so you can click the link and apply. And it takes you to where the job was posted. I don't know why it's not opening, but it should do that. Because I'm presenting. Let's wait a second here. Okay, while it's opening, let's look into the doc. And here's all the job that posted. I pulled some of them earlier. And looks like, yeah, this the one just came in. Let me format this real quick so you can see it well. Resize the row. Let's put everything 21. All right, so now, so you can see. So these are the judges came in. All this February 10 here. So the date, where it came from, and the title of the job. Looks like we had the location and description. And here's the link. Let's see if you want to go to the link. Oh, the internet is really slow. So SOC Analyst 2, Cyber 74. Let's see if that's the right job. So it's Cyber 74, SOC Analyst 2. Yeah, so that's the right link here. And it takes you there, and you can look and apply. So I think that's about it for me, Dr. Du. There are a few more, but I
Thank
think
you.
it's good, so I think I want to stop here.
Thank you, Karen. Great presentation. And hopefully everybody's learning from this. And don't get carried away by all the coding that you were seeing on there. Karen can tell you he didn't write all those by himself.
Nope, absolutely not.
You can have AI still do that for you. And everything before Karen started the AI challenge, everybody who presented started, they couldn't do any of these, and they could do this after 7 days. Right. So, and really, everything that they've added, like what Karen did, was not necessarily the challenge, but the challenge was on those lines. But he took it and ran with it and created something even more and even better for his own personal use out of that. Right. And, Louis did the same, Llama, same thing. Right? So, really, once we show you how it is done, why we do it, and the science behind it, and how to move around within it, the rest, you have your own. Everybody here has something, good ideas, things that you can do out of this, right? So the goal because looking at what Karen did, Karen, Louis, Lama, they were all in the same cohort. Fifi, they were all in the same, and there are a lot of people here on the same cohort, but nobody was thinking like what like Karen did, right? Nobody was thinking about what. So everybody has something special, and we can create so much from the same base. So that is the beauty of it, right? Now, Lama, you can go ahead and present, share the one for Fifi, and then we will be about wrapping up.
Okay.
Olu said he's joining us for the first time. Olu, you are welcome. And we do cyber chats actually Fridays. This is midweek session just to celebrate what our 7-day challenges did. So, which is, and you can see for yourself, is really awesome.
Let me know if you can hear this.
Fifi is actually a job interview.
You could hear that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And a coach.
So Fifi wanted to present the third AI assistant, which is a job interview coach and strategist for preparing and I guess resume review. I'll start playing.
A job interview coach and a strategist that prepares you and review your resume and prepare you for to go for an interview. So in the area of all the GRC analysts, general cyber security, PCI DSS and TPRM, which is third party. So anytime that any job that concerning on any job, it can prepare you for interview. You can set him up to ask you for interview questions, and it will give you a feedback after all the interview questions is been given, and it will give you a feedback and let you know how you perform, where you need to build yourself up, where you need to do well, where you need to go back to work on it. So that's how Fifi, this AI is designed, and we're going to test it. We're going to test it. All right, so we are calling Fifi. Hi, Fifi. Yes, this is Kofi here. I have a job interview coming up for PCI DSS, and I would like you to help me. Can you help me can you prepare me for an interview with some interview questions and how to answer the proper way of answering them? And also help me, you give me a feedback where I need to work hard, where I need to work hard, where exactly I'm not doing well, where I need to back up and work hard on it. Can you assist me with this?
Lama, I think the volume on the side of Fifi wasn't coming through. So if you have the link to the AI agent, you can share that, like you can go to that in your browser, and then you can test it for us to hear that in real time. Because I think for Fifi's recording, the AI's response didn't really come through. And that does happen. Yeah, I think whenever you are sharing your screen and recording, if you don't add share audio to it, because I think we were during the AI challenge. You remember the first day, that is when you were first being exposed to these voice agents, and it kind of acted similar way, and we had to call the number instead. So if Lama, you'll be able to go to the link and share it.
Sure, give me 1 minute. I'll
Okay.
try that.
All right. So whilst we're waiting on Lama, our new challenge is starting on the 23rd. Yes, on the 23rd to the 1st. So for anyone looking to do cool things like Fifi, Lama, Kieran, Louis, Augustine, and everybody's doing. And this is just the tip of what they did, right? These are some of the fun stuff of what they did, but this is 7-day challenge for cybersecurity and GRC. So a 7-day AI cybersecurity and GRC challenge. You are going to learn way more beyond what you bargain for, right? So a very interesting program. And for everything that they did, we are just going to quickly run through what they did for the challenge and what the challenge is about, some of which we've all witnessed, right? So the next one is on the 23rd of this month to 1st of March. And we do it when we start, we do the whole entire 7 days, right? Mostly in the evenings, 7 p.m. to 9:30. We try to do 2 hours. Sometimes it will take us a bit longer when we are showing you new stuff. And even for those who were in the previous ones, now we are going to be adding a little bit more, right? Because AI is not static, it's changing. So, and this is for everybody. Is for what you're going to learn is going to help you in your personal life and your professional life. And you can see what Karen came up with. He even created a space for his son to, learn, right? And that is all from what he got from this. Look at his profile. So if you are going for a job and you are competing with Karen, he probably, before you even got interviewed, he beat you to it. Because if you look at his profile, you look at everything that he has. I mean, yes. Plus, he has a personal AI assistant that is going to speak to his expertise and what he can do, right? And all this he created from just that 7 days, right? So to make you proactive, more productive, like I said, you can set agents where, and we've seen agents that can literally check your emails, respond to emails, reply, delete the ones that are junk. And really, what you can do with this is endless, right? Now, for why you should join this, I think we've explained that and you've witnessed that enough. And the challenge, if you don't join the challenge, what are you missing? The chances are you are probably using AI wrong. Even ChatGPT, Fifi, Karen, and everybody else who was in this will tell you that. And I'm quoting from Joe. So Joe said he doesn't know everybody, right? He doesn't know what you know, but he can probably tell you are using AI wrong. And that was his comment after we finished the program because he was using it wrong. There were tools, AI tools that he was using, and we showed him stuff, how to use it even better. And he was surprised all these features were in there, right? So daily activities that they are going to go through. So first, day one, we do our understanding of AI, where it started from and up to this point. Day two, we look at some productivity and automation tools, similar to what Lama and her colleagues were demonstrating. And then day three, we look at AI in cybersecurity, SOC tools for AI tools that are used in the cybersecurity space. Day four, we look at AI in GRC. And then day five, we look at security for AI. So all these AI tools that we are playing around with, how do you protect them? Right. AI also needs security. And then we look at AI policies and governance, the standards or frameworks that are out there when it comes to the AI space. And day seven, we look at AI mastery and final challenge. So every single day, I think with the exception of day one, we didn't have any challenge, but every day there's a challenge. Every day there's a challenge, and it's a full-blown challenge. You wouldn't be able to complete everything within the 7 days. So after, since this was the first cohort, they were given a week and even given an extra week. So they had 2 weeks to complete some of these projects that they are showcasing and showing, right? And with that, so that is all about the AI 7 days challenge. We have our Valentine's Day discount coming up, not for the AI challenge, but for all the other courses that we run. Now for the AI challenge, the links are up. We have 15 slots for early bird discount. So if you go to the site and you enroll today, you get, the last time I think we had 20 slots and that filled up really quick. So we have the standard tier. We have the VIP tier. For the VIPs for this pass one, they are yet to start. They will be starting this week. We do 3 or 4 more meetings after that, and we go a little bit more, and do more stuff than the standard, obviously, right? So, and for anybody joining us for the first time, this is not our usual meeting sessions. Our usual meeting sessions are on Friday, where we do cyber chats, but this is to showcase and to celebrate our participants who took part in the AI challenge. We were trying to put this on cyber chat, but you see the length of time that is taking us to do this demonstration. So for all the challenges that we are doing, we will be coming back and doing, celebrating them and seeing what they've been able to create out of what they got from the challenge. So, but if you are looking to break into the cybersecurity space, we encourage you to look into our cybersecurity entry-level course. Very comprehensive course that will make you a cybersecurity professional from start to finish, right? With some hands-on where you work on real-world projects, and everything that they were displaying, Llama, Car, everything they are displaying speaks to, the type of hands-on, how we are hands-on oriented at Eretmis, right? So if we are not going to teach you AI, just theory, but you should be able to do something meaningfully out of AI, right? And then also for our GRC internship and workshop, if you have a degree in cybersecurity, you've done some training, but you like the hands-on, don't lie to yourself and say, yeah, when they give me the job, I'll be able to do it. Deep down in your heart, you've not done any projects. You wouldn't be able to do anything, even with your master's in cybersecurity. So don't play yourself. Don't get a job and become a walking heart attack, right? You are literally praying they fire you. And they're also not going to fire you. They're just going to give you high blood pressure till you resign, right? So you don't want to find yourself in that space. Yes, having a bachelor's degree is good. Having a master's is good. Having some training is good, but only theory is not going to cut it. And doing practicals or hands-on is not just using tools. I mean, I can show you how to use Nexus in 5 minutes. That doesn't mean you can do vulnerability assessment. The assessment itself is not the scan. It's analyzing the vulnerabilities and triaging it. That is what you're going to be doing in this program, right? Doing the actual projects. And then our cloud security for folks, if you're already in cybersecurity, or you are trying to break into the cybersecurity space, you have your training, you've done internship with us, we encourage you to look into the cloud, because every company has something in the cloud. And this program also very hands-on. It cuts across all the three main major providers, AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. And then our AI governance course. Now, the overall winner for this challenge, the one that just ended, they'll get a full scholarship into the AI governance program. Now, the other winners, we have 3 winners, but how things are going, we are going to go back to the drawing boards and at least add 2 more to it, right? So all those winners, they're going to get something pretty fun. And we're also going to have them, the top 5 are going to be a group. We are going to nurture them and have them work on different AI projects and products that we are looking to bring out, right? And they are going to be, stakeholders and people who are going to manage that program, right? So these programs, we are doing it to build, capacity for the Eretmis community. So they are going to make products, some of which are going to be free to the whole entire community, like the job search ones and others. We will see how we are going to package that. But, that is your team right there. The team that we're displaying, that is your dream team right there. We are going to, nurture them and polish them up more, and then come up with some really cool products for everybody to see. Now, for you to become a full-blown AI governance specialist, where you'll be able to conduct AI risk assessments, for companies at the corporate level, we encourage you to look into our AI governance specialist program. This is also starting later this month. The dates, I have to probably check. Somewhere, I think around 24th is when it is starting. So if you're also still on the fence, we encourage you to jump into this. Now, AI is here. It's not going anywhere. So you don't have to wait. You have to jump onto this before you become, somebody who is chasing AI when it has already passed, right? And then our PCI DSS also starting, I think, later this month. So our PCI space is also one of the most lucrative niches in the cybersecurity space, arguably the most lucrative. If you are in cybersecurity, you are looking to specialize, pick a side, to go with. We encourage you to look into this. PCI cuts across all countries, government side, corporate side. And if somebody said they taught you PCI in a week because you were in a GRC course, they just did an introduction to PCI, right? The PCI specialist course is 4 months. So what do you think we are teaching all for the 4 months? PCI is a whole world on its own. So if you are looking to specialize in cybersecurity space, even if you are new, you can go through entry level and then jump onto PCI, right? But totally new with no background, no cybersecurity background, we highly do not recommend you jump into PCI. We recommend you go through entry level first to get a strong foundation, and then you jump into PCI. And our WhatsApp group probably is going to be posted before we wrap up for tonight. So we are going back to Lama. If she has it ready, she'll be able to just give us some display of what Fifi did, and we'll be wrapping up.
Yeah,
So,
Dr. Adu,
Yes.
the only link that I have takes me to sign up to 11 Labs. So I think Fifi would have to sign in and show us their agent. I can't display
Okay.
it through 11
So
Labs.
So that's fine. Fifi is unavailable right now. So what we will do is maybe during Cyber Chat if Fifi is free, we'll give him the chance to kind of do a little presentation. But at least from our side, we are able to go through everything that Fifi did, right? So on that note, Shongo, please go ahead.
Dr. Du, thank you so much for allowing me to speak. I want to thank everyone for their wonderful presentations. And Dr. Du, I had stepped away for a second. Did you say that the 7-day AI workshop is a part of your AI governance course? Is that right?
No.
Okay.
So I said
All right.
the overall winner of the challenges, we give them scholarship into the AI governance class.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. So that goes to show you, if you join the 7-day challenge, and you go all out, you are going to get rewarded, right? And for those who are going to be second place, third place, fourth place, even fifth place, there's also something for them, right? So we are not just doing this and once you are done, adios, bye-bye. That is why we are doing this full session, to celebrate what you did and to let you know that all the hard work that you put into this didn't go to waste, right? We're actually showing everybody in the community what you came up with, right? Which is everything that everybody presented is excellent, right? So on that note, I think we are almost 9:08. Not taking your evenings anymore. We are going to wrap up, but special thanks to Lama, Augustine, Karen, Louis, Fifi for taking the time to go through all this. I know for the challenge we were almost 30 something, but the people who were shortlisted because they were the ones who were able to submit all their projects, right? Almost all their projects. So that is how they got shortlisted. Now the prizes for the first place, second place, third place. For the first, I can speak to the very first one. The second and third and fourth places, fifth, we even have fifth place will be announced. But overall, for candidates who presented, who did all, I think we did day 1, day 2, day 3, up to we didn't do, it was day 6 that we didn't have a challenge. We did day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and the final challenge, right? So candidates who submitted everything were the ones who were in the shoot for first place. So that fight was between it was between Lama and Fifi, right? They submitted everything, all of it, for the 5 days. But now deciding who takes the crown, we went through the final challenge. Really, was the decider. For the final challenge, I think Fifi did. You did all your voice agents, but we didn't see the N8N. The whole entire, agent aside the voice agents. So, and Llama did all of that. So that's overall, Llama took the number 1 place, right? So, and Fifi took second place. So for third, fourth, and fifth, that will be between, not in any order, but we are going to announce that. Now that is going to be a fight between Karen, Augustine, and Louis, right? So we'll revisit, due to the presentation, we will revisit and go back and, come up with that. But Lama took first place, Fifi took second place, and then Augustine, Louis, and Karen are fighting for third, fourth, and fifth. All right. So excellent job. And like I said, this group right here, this is not the last you are hearing from them. They are going to be coming up with excellent products for everybody to use, and they'll even come up with paid products that we'll be able to use in the community, right? So, and they are going to be sitting in the next, so all of them, they get a pass into the next challenge. And Lama gets a pass into the AI governance class that is starting this month. And the AI governance, as it is, prices were going up, but with some people reaching out and others, we just held up, we're holding up on that to, February, end of February. They are going to go up, but we're going to have different tiers. So it's not going to be way out of anybody's reach. But as it stands now, the AI governance course is 6,000. So Lama, for all the hard work that she put into it, 6,000 for Llama, right? And everybody else, Fifi and everybody else is also going to receive a prize. But before we announce all the prizes, the one prize that goes to everybody, they get a pass into the next AI challenge, so they can mentor and help other people coming through, and then they also learn more, obviously. So that is our verdict on everything that we did tonight. So hopefully everybody had fun. I think there was a question in there, and also the link to book appointments, to even talk to Dr. Edu, the link to school, the AI challenge, all of that is posted. And the AI challenge, like I said, there are 15 slots for early bird discount. So if you want to get into this, take advantage of that before the prices, you know, move to the original price. So yeah, so anybody can join the WhatsApp group. You can use the link. I think the link has been posted. You can click on that and use that to join the WhatsApp group, right? So I appreciate everybody's time. Have a great and wonderful evening, and congratulations to all our presenters, especially Lama, for taking the day, right? And appreciate everybody's work and all the hard work that you put into this. And we can't wait to see you also in the 7-day challenge. So we're waiting to see you and, you know, see what you're also going to build at the end of the 7-day challenge. So thank you, everyone. Have a great and wonderful evening.
Thanks, Dr. Dune, everyone.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thanks, Doc. Have a good night.
Have a good night.